What is going on, everybody? My name is Conor Lawler. Welcome back to another week of Weird News Wednesdays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the strangest news stories from around the world. We talk about the news that the real news is just too afraid to talk about. As always, I am joined by my best pal, Mr. Shaun Mead. Shaun, how's it going?
Good, Connor. Happy to have another Wednesday. We had a bank holiday this week, and all my days are out for this. Is just a bit of relatable comedy I'm doing at the start of the show now. God, I don't know what
What's the deal with newspapers?
They're not new and they're not made of paper. They're all, look, comedy's hard, guys. I'll say that joke 2 more times, then it will be funny. That's how the formula works.
It'll come back around. But yeah, this is weird news. Shaun, what do we do here?
You have spent the week gathering all of the weirdest news stories from around the world. You're about to read all of those stories out to me, a man who has been too busy developing a tight 10 minutes to look at any weird news.
How is the 10 minutes going?
I've got about 30 seconds so far, so if I do that 20 more times, should be grand, honestly.
Just repeat it. Did anyone hear my previous joke? Just for the people in the back, we're going to reiterate what I've just said.
Now, when I came up with that joke, this was my thought process.
The concept behind it.
Just really dig down and ultimately make it so much less funny.
So yeah, Shaun, look, it's weird news. It's an interesting time. It's the summertime, which means that things can seem a bit dead. Florida's actually quite quiet recently.
Is it now?
Which I think they're all on holiday. But there was a few this week that caught my eye. Did you see the story of it's not part of the show, but the guy who proposed to his now fiance with a master ball, a Pokemon master ball, and inside it he had customised a Pokemon card to ask, "Will you marry me?" HP 200.
I did not see this, but that is charming.
It was too charming for this show. I seen it, I was like, that's actually cute, but we don't really deal with nice stories.
Yeah, it's that's a nice thing to have happen to you. Frankly, I won't allow it, Connor.
It doesn't work here. If you would like to hear more weird news, obviously we've got episodes of all this, but we also have a Patreon listener hangout happening on the 19th of this month. That is for all the patrons, basically for $2, $5, whatever subscription you have to it. There's loads of extra content over there. That's why people go over there. Movie reviews and all that stuff, but you can do $2, $5, and you get an instant invite to the hangout. Basically, It's just 2.5 hours of a Q&A, and we talk shit and we all just have a bit of crack.
Yeah, shoot the shit. We talk about movies. We talk about genuinely, it's like a conversation between friends. It's quite a nice time, and the exact times I think will be confirmed over the next week or so.
We're normally usually around the same time, so if there's a previous one, then you probably go off that. It doesn't work for anyone but us.
That's it. It really suits us to do it at 1 p.m. on a Saturday.
But worldwide, not so much.
Who knew? New Zealand, exactly 12 hours ahead.
Sorry, Waffles.
Really sorry about that,
man. But yeah, so look, weird news. It's important to start off strong, Shaun, and I think that you will enjoy this story because you probably have seen it in that government apologises after untrained sprinter gets worst time ever at international 100-metre race.
I did see this, right?
Yeah.
And it's one of the best videos I've seen this year.
I think it might be one of my favourites, yes. Their little skip at the end is what gets me.
Because, first of all, fair play to her for doing it, because lining up on that starting line, you know you're coming in last.
You're getting smoked.
Because look, I'm the king of being oh no, I would thrive in that situation.
You know what? This reminded me of you. When I was looking at this, I was like, whenever I come up to Shaun with any sort of athletic ability, he's like, I could do that. You give me a little while, easy. I could definitely do that. And
I would do that with my breath held, man.
So if anyone hasn't seen it, there's a video going around of a 100-metre race, and I think there's 10 female runners, and basically it's a 100-metre race, so they're all sprinting, and what happens is one of the sprinters is from Somalia, and obviously untrained. Clearly someone they found to just represent Somalia in the 100 metre race. It was like they went outside and just found somebody and was like, are you good for a race?
Yeah, was this a thing that like the runner dropped out and they just needed someone to run? Because didn't that happen a while ago? There was, I don't know what games it was, summer games or whatever, but there was a hurdler. A hurdler dropped out and they just got another runner to replace them, but it was
even worse. I think they got a bodybuilder. I think they got somebody who was involved in a different sport altogether, and they were like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll run so that at least we play so we get some points for the team, like.
Yeah, but like this one was even funnier because clearly this woman, I mean, she's never ran a 100 metre race against, maybe she has, but it's only funny because you have literally 9 like athletes, like people who
top
train
of their game, like
have trained their whole lives for those 10 or 11 seconds when they are sprinting. So they do 3 months in between races and they train for that 11-second burst. And this woman is just, she's in lane number 4 and she looks to her left and she looks to her right and she's like, I got this. It's pretty good.
I can probably make this work.
So Najra Abukar Ali, she took part in the World University Games. This was in China. And she lines up amongst all of the athletes, and when the race sets off, it is so fucking funny because they all just set off like rockets.
They're gone.
And she sets off at a normal human speed of running, which any of us would probably do.
No, I want to make this clear. We're not slagging this woman for not being one of the 10 fastest runners in the event. Like,
I don't think there's any insult in being like, you're slower than Usain Bolt. I'm going to come in quick, or come in strong here and say, you are a slower runner. But you're not, that's not me saying you're shit at running. Usain Bolt and all of the athletes that race against him are like the best runners ever.
Yeah. No, it's like saying I'm shorter than Shaquille O'Neal. Like, it's just like, yeah, that's a fact. Like, what I did appreciate, and something that I feel maybe contributes to my level of, I could do that, is I got to see a normal person scaled against professional athletes. Yes. Really makes you appreciate how fast those people are going.
So, hang on. Everyone just take a moment. Are we maybe reassessing? Maybe we're looking at these things, and maybe, Shaun, your previous life choices have kind of, it's maybe brought to light the fact that you're talking shit most of the time.
It's not, I wouldn't say that I'm talking shit. I'm working from a place of less intelligence than I possibly should be.
So your defence is, I'm too dumb to know better.
I am simply an idiot, Your Honour. No, like some of the stuff I maintain I'd be fine at. If I trained for a year, I could get class at archery. That's still on the cards.
That's just not true.
I can still, if you put a safe in front of me, I will have it open in 15 minutes.
Oh my God. All of once this again, true. This has not changed any of your opinions.
No, but now I'm like, okay, I definitely couldn't do a 100-metre sprint without any practice.
So what we need now is in the next Olympics, you should be in every event. Like, but you're the man on the ground in every event.
I think every country should nominate a regular fucking dude to just go up and have a go.
And I think it should work that if you get to the final, you've got a buddy system. So the race is doubled automatically. So you've got the 8 best, and then they've got 8 buddies. And then you got to see
drag
who wins
me along.
And both of you have to cross the line to win.
Country-wise, you have to find someone who is shit, but not so shit that they'll drag down the better player.
Because, I mean, you say Bolt, I mean, he's going to cross first, but what if he has the slowest runner of all the humans?
But at what point? But then it just becomes that the person who came 11th in, like, the qualifiers, they become the dead weight of the team, you know? Like, I think it should be, if you buy a ticket to see the Olympics, you are put into a draw for your country, and on the day you're randomly picked to do the event.
And you don't know what event it is.
No, and it can be one you're not even interested in, but you have to go do it.
The fucking high jump. You're like, oh, fuck.
Just a load of lads shitting themselves, being like, please don't be boxing. Please don't be boxing.
Just like, I don't want to fight Katie Taylor. She's going to kill me.
The fucking Winter Olympics as well. Give me an unexperienced ski jumper.
It's the ski... You just have to go up all the steps to like 400 feet in the air. You're like, I don't even like skiing.
There's a live microphone on them at all times and you hear every bit of panic.
Just the screams.
I'm trying to find a list of all the Olympic events and seeing which should be potentially the worst one to be inexperienced at. Gymnastics would be bad.
No, I think you could... But it depends what it is. Like if it's like the dancing's part
I'm thinking
of it.
the rings, like the
you're dead.
Kind of shit.
You're dead in the rings. Yeah.
Archery, I think, is fine. Like if you anything you can do on a stag do, I feel is fine to do.
I think you could put some practice in, but not if it's randomised. Then you technically couldn't put any practice in.
Yeah, like things like badminton or bobsleigh would be rough. Like.
Are you driving or are you just in the back?
That's the thing. It's all random. We don't know.
Do you have to be the driver?
No, Connor, the best one. Diving.
Oh my God, perfect. Yes. Imagine just a regular human being on top of the fucking 60-metre diving board. Just like, well, this is how I'm going to die.
Yeah, I'm absolutely going to fuck this up.
I'm going to land on both my legs, break both of them, and then that's game over.
There's other ones like fucking skateboarding is in the Olympics now. Like that
would end up with many people mangled as well. I think there's like I wouldn't probably like to do the pole vault. Would be that. Yeah, that's a dangerous one.
That one terrifies me every time because
you got to commit to it.
You got to commit, and I've seen videos of it snapping, and I'm like, no. No. That would.
I think that'd be the worst. No, I think that wouldn't be the worst thing. The worst thing, you'd be halfway up, you'd slightly commit, not commit enough, not make the full rotation, and just land back on your spine.
Oh, that is always an option as well. No, the way I would do, like, I would fucking run. I would get tension in the pole and I'd fly fucking backwards is how it would work out for me. Like I'd forget to do the jump bit.
You'd forget the release.
Yeah. So I just hang on to this essentially spring for the entire duration.
You just get sprung back out of the stadium.
Yeah, like off into the distance, like Team Rocket kind of thing.
This, by the way, this woman ended up 10 seconds behind everybody else in the race. She finished with 21 seconds at 81, which for 100 metre of a normal human, probably like a just somebody who's like 30, who hasn't trained a day in their life.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's pretty good.
100 metres in 21 seconds, like it's nothing to be like. If you had to, like, you're just running really quickly, and like,
well, the world record is 11, so like, if you just take anything off that, then you're grand.
Yeah. Wait, sorry. You're not saying if she took anything off the world record, she'd be grand.
I'm saying like if you get like 17 seconds, like you're not the world record holder, but you're also not slow.
Do you ever do 100 metres?
I did.
How'd you do? Did you break any records?
I didn't break the world record, Sean, but I mean, back in my head, I did represent my school in the athletics and the sprint.
That's where we met, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, back when I was young and fit.
I was passed out on the starting line. Yeah.
The best I did was I did 12-second 100 metres in the men's.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, 12 point something, I remember. But then I remember I went to like the Leinster thing, or like, not the, how to describe the Leinster? It's like the
province, like
a full province. So there's like the whole area, like half of Ireland or like a quarter of Ireland. And you all go, and then if you win that, you go to the All Ireland. But we went to the first section and I was like tugged out, but I didn't have any running gear. I just did it leisurely, Sean. They just were like, this is on today.
Trying.
Right? They were like, this is on today. Do you have your gear? And I was like, oh, I have my PE gear. And they were like, grand, bring that. So I decked out with like just the tracksuit bottoms.
You and your
like,
feelers, like.
Just like a jersey and just like the worst runners you've ever seen. And I looked to my left and the guy in the 200 metres was like lycra and the fucking glasses.
Oh, the
and
man was A-train from the boys, like.
And I looked to my left and looked to my right and both of them were wearing those outfits and I was like, I'm going to die in this race.
So you understand some microcosm of what that woman has experienced then, of just being thoroughly outclassed.
I realised very quickly, I was like, oh, I'm the worst one. But just through sheer just gravity and just air, like I was probably slower anyway. I didn't need the hindrance of that.
Yeah, you didn't need to be wearing a kite at the time, like.
I did come last, but I think I made it less embarrassing than it could have been. I think I was last, but like only by like a second. Maybe half a second.
There was definitely like in the crowd, people were like, man, that's such a disadvantaged like inner city kid who just wants to run and this is all he can scrap.
There was a lot of people just going, there was a lot of people going, look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Do you know what? Isn't it great that he got this far? Do you know?
I didn't even know the thing was on that day. My teacher was just like, we're all going on a bus. You coming?
Oh, I guess so, yeah, class.
I suppose. What are we doing? Get out of school for the day? Unreal.
Say no more.
And also 200 metres wasn't the event shot. 100 metre. 200 is a long time. It's much longer when you're just doing 100s.
Yeah. Like it's literally double, some would say, the distance.
Literally, but also body wise, your body, like if you're only doing 100 and then you swap to 200 without doing any, your body just breaks down in the last 50.
Yeah, the idea you just hit an actual wall.
I did 170 and then my body was like, okay, we're done. Like if you don't stop now, you'll die.
I'm going to do damage if I keep running, like.
The best part, by the way, of this woman's video is her little skip. I already mentioned it at the end. She has the skip that everyone does after like a big workout. We're like, oh man, I'm so proud of myself. I did it, nailed it.
I'm just like, oh, I did it. It's a great story to be able to say, oh no, I ran in this event, like. No,
like they were all saying, oh, it reflects poorly on the country and like it's embarrassing and disheartening. To be honest with you, I think it's a bit of crack. And I mean, they did say then that she did appear to be running in slow motion, but that's just in comparison. That's not the same.
Get anyone who's complaining, put them on the track and let them sort it out that way.
And then race her. You have to raise her. If you can defeat her, then you can talk shit.
I also love that you're calling it defeat as well, not just like beat or win against. Defeat her.
You have to defeat the champion of human sprinting.
Yeah, at the minute, like she's the 10th fastest person in that race, you know? So.
Yeah. Technically, she's the 10th fastest woman in that competition.
So, like, look, I don't mean to say anything. She's definitely faster than me as well, I would say.
Oh, she's fat. Yeah, no, 100%.
Look, Conor, you're meant to like big me up a little bit every so
but it's
often,
not archery,
like.
Sean.
Sorry, yes, I realise I spec'd into archery. I put all of my stats into
the two things we want in the Olympics is a normal human, just to show how fast these people are, or how talented, and number two, let them take all the drugs they want. But specifically, the human should be allowed to take all the steroids that they want, and then go up against the gods and see what happens.
Oh, okay, so see how much purely steroids affects things.
I want like a means test first of all. So I want them to race normally, and then I want them to go away for 3 weeks, take a whole bunch of steroids, just riddle them with drugs, come back, and same amount of people, same racers, 3 weeks later, we race again. Let's see what happens.
I mean, I would watch that sooner than I would watch the regular Olympics, I think.
I think there's a market there. People want to see improvement.
It's unethical, but by God, I think it could work.
Be a bit of crack, though.
Yeah, ought to be a bit of crack, boys.
The reason for any Irish person doing anything. But it'd be a bit of crack, though, to be fair. Like, morally might be wrong, but a bit of crack.
Sure, look, don't they kick the head off each other in MMA? You know, isn't that unethical? Give him some tren.
That doesn't look like any crack. Like, give them some drugs.
Yeah. might help ease the pain a little bit.
Shaun, we're going to move on to our next piece of news, and this is specifically chosen for you. I think I have found your calling in life, finally. After many years of doing this show.
It's been a long time coming. Yeah, man, I can't wait. Finally, some purpose.
Monster hunters wanted in new search for the mythical Loch Ness beast.
I mean, haven't I already given enough to the cause?
That's what I'm thinking. You are the perfect man to come to, because obviously you're our resident Loch Ness monster hunter, I suppose.
Yeah. Hunter, observer, student.
Yeah, you don't want to kill Loch Ness.
No.
But you don't want to kill Nessie. But what you want to do is you want to observe, learn. Maybe we can grow.
That's it. I just want answers, Conor, is all I want.
Look, all I'm asking for is answers. I'm just asking questions.
I do have, for fans of the show who might have been around a while, you'll know that every time Loch Ness comes up, the entire time we talk about the story, I'm going to have the Loch Ness live cam up.
What's the Loch Ness live cam, Shaun?
A series of webcams pointed directly at Loch Ness that anyone can log on and look at, by the way.
But the best bit is that the camera moves, but for at least 30% of the shot you can see a little bit of the loch. So technically Nessie could be popping up constantly, but he's just out of frame.
Just happened to be out of view at the time. Yeah. Like at the minute, if it's a clear looking lake, looks like there's a bit of rain happening. There's some kind of dust on the lens, which is really fucking doing my head in. And there's also a boat moored on the loch, Conor. Be happy to know.
You're setting the scene. It's like a jigsaw. So the Loch Ness Centre in Scotland is calling for budding monster hunter, Shaun, and volunteers to join in what it dubs the largest search for the Loch Ness monster since the 1970s.
Jesus.
So it is planned for the weekend of August 26th and 27th.
Am I free that weekend, Conor?
I mean, you technically are, because we have our live listener hangout the week before, so you are free that weekend.
Okay, I'll be booking the tickets live on the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Do not give them your money. It's billed as the largest of its kind since the Loch Ness Investigation Bureau.
Sorry. Say that one again.
The Loch Ness Investigation Bureau.
The LNIB, of course.
The LNIB, the FBI's former rival. They studied the loch for signs of the mythical beast in 1972. And so the story obviously kicked off the worldwide fascination. And so then they got the Investigation Bureau in to try and, have a look. Maybe have a bit of a study. Involved. They couldn't find anything, Shaun. They unfortunately came up empty. Which, I mean, look, if the feds can't find it, who are we? But at the same time, let's make another team.
Who's to say that they didn't find anything and cover it up, Conor? Also, the webcam is buffering. I could be seeing Nessie right now and I wouldn't know.
Nessie's on the Wi-Fi. Just
Nessie's
fucking
plugging out Ethernet cables left and right, like.
So the Loch Ness Centre said its team will deploy drones equipped with infrared cameras so they can produce thermal images of the water from the air. And then a hydrophone will also be used to detect acoustic signals under the water.
Okay, the infrared thing I'm not sure about, because if Nessie is presumably some kind of cold-blooded animal, surely she'd be the same temperature as the lake.
True, now, but then you have the audio as well, so
that's true.
It can't escape.
There's no getting away from it. Like, what's the end game if we catch Nessie? Like, what happens then?
Kill her.
Kill her
with fire. Yeah.
Why would you kill her? She's been doing no harm for the 100 or so years that she's been
spatters.
Spatters. Oh, have you ever been hit with a spanner? Actually.
No, but one of my you're going to say you have, and that's even funnier. But one of my favourite tweets is, about the movie It? And someone just responded with, me and my friends would have killed that clown with a big bag of hammers, I'll tell you that much.
I've seen people be like, the Wonka trailer with Hugh Grant in it. So I want to kill the Hugh Grant Oompa Loompa with a hammer.
Shaun, tell us your story of you being hit with a spanner.
No, I'm fairly sure. I just have very vivid memories of a massive spanner. I'm talking like a 2-inch kind of nut that this would be twisting. I just remember getting it hit off my knuckles really hard at one point. I don't know who did it to me. I don't know. I could have done it myself. It could have fallen off a shelf. Who knows? But I was struck, is all I remember. It feels
kind of like it's like a blocked out dark memory that you maybe your psyche has kind of just told you not to remember.
It was black and white and lightning storming at the time. I don't know if that changes things.
Was it somebody you know and love? You...
Joe, I believe it was, but the only colour that was prominent was red. You know, that was all I could see.
This is like the worst movie plot I've ever heard, but also, let's make it.
I look, it's a dame to kill for. The other since Shaun City, that's what we'll call it.
Shaun City. I mean, I was trying to do something with wrench.
Wrench. It's beyond our skill set, I think.
It's beyond ours.
Oh, instead of a fistful of dollars, it's a fistful of spanners. There we go.
Moving on, it's our hope to inspire a new generation of Loch Ness enthusiasts, Shaun, said Alan McKenna of Loch Ness Exploration. A voluntary research team, of course. Who is funding you it's not voluntary?
The government isn't giving you cash for this. They don't want to find Nessie.
So what they want you to do, if you join the team, Shaun, and I'm sure you'll sign up, is that volunteers will be asked to keep an eye out for any breaks or other movements in the water, with guidance from experts on what to look out for and how to record findings. So you will be part of the team that is checking the water while they're infrareding it and audio filing it and just basically scanning the whole place.
Right. Okay. So sorry. I'm Ireland's preeminent expert on Loch Ness study, and true. I'm expected to work under someone on this team.
You're meant to be brought in as an international expert.
Okay, once I get some kind of charge, some kind of captaincy over the vessel, that's fine by me.
The vessel.
We have to speak like this. We have to speak like this in the business, Con. You want to be on a ship. It's a lock.
They literally hate seeing you turn up to any of these events. Oh, he's fucking here again.
I bring her. I might have done this bit already, but I bring around a blackboard like Jaws and I keep scratching my nails down it. I have memories of making that joke before.
But it's never to say anything wise. It's always just like, guys, we should probably find Loch Ness. That's what we should do.
Yeah, it's just like, continually scraping my nails down at drawing everyone's attention and then saying, guys, we should really be keeping a watch out for Nessie here. We should really pay attention.
It's out there. It's out there somewhere.
While I'm doing this, it's fucking up all the radar equipment as well.
There's a guy with his headphones very close to the water and you just like scratching the plate and he just starts freaking out with his headphones. It's so loud.
Do you know what this sounds like though? This sounds like a lovely opportunity for guys to hang out and be dudes.
I just think it's a bunch of people just having a bit of a laugh trying to find Nessie, and you find some friends and it's just a lovely old time that's harmless, I think.
Yeah, same reason people get into cycling. You know, no one actually likes it or believes in it. But it's the friends you make along the way.
Shaun, speaking of friends that we've made along the way, I'm going to go back to a bear who is a friend that we made last year.
Connor.
Yeah.
Is this?
Yeah.
Is this Big H? Big H the bear?
He's been caught.
He's been caught? Well, he's been caught before, to be fair.
Hank the Tank, the bear behind 21 home invasions, has been finally captured near Lake Tahoe.
I mean, captured. Well, what if it's like a Dark Knight situation? He wanted to be caught. He's been on the run for
over a year, and now he's bored, and now he wants to be caught. Now, if anyone doesn't remember who Hank the Tank was, Shaun, what do you know of Hank the Tank?
Just a big, massive bear who realised that instead of having to like hunt and forage and fend for himself in the woods, he could just go into people's houses and take things.
Authorities on the town of South Lake Tahoe have been on the lookout for exceptionally large animals since February 2022 after they reported that one single male bear known as Hank the Tank had been the cause of 152 reports of conflict behaviour, including 28 home break-ins. They referred to the animal as, of course, Hank the Tank, which is where he came to us.
Because he is unstoppable and has some serious firepower behind him.
But here's the thing though, Shaun, because if you remember, what it turned out was Hank the Tank wasn't alone. As opposed to the initial assessment, there were actually conflating 3 bears with a similar pattern of behaviour. There was Hank the Tank and 2 other bears all committing crimes simultaneously in the area.
You had Danzer the Panzer. You had...
How many more tanks do you know?
Oh, God, that's the only one.
Gene the Big Green.
That's a colour of a tank.
Well, yeah, but it's big. It's green.
Tank names. We got... Leopard 2. Can we do anything with Leopard 2?
Leopard 2. Leonard the Leopard 2.
Leonard the Leopard 2? Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Clive the T-55?
Clive the T-55 is good.
Thanks. Okay, we did it. We finished the bit.
So DNA testing, they've done DNA, Shaun, on these fucking houses, has confirmed that the bear captured last Friday, who is formerly known as Bear 64F, but is more affectionately known as Hank the Mother Flippin' Tank.
Oh, why did you censor yourself on that one? I'm wondering.
Just said I throw it in. I thought it'd be add to the humour.
This show. That's fair. Yeah, no, it's funny because they were expecting a swear.
Sometimes syntax works better with the unexpected, Shaun. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah. So again, why that joke is funny is
your 10 minutes will never work. It just won't.
Clive the T-95.
And every time it kills and you just have the chalkboard when it doesn't.
I keep trying to set up weird news bits on stage and it just doesn't work.
But like I'm not there, so you're just like throwing it to yourself. Like, the Clive, the T-55.
It's a one-man podcast, guys. See, the reason that's funny is...
Could somebody give me a new story?
Yeah, someone shout out a story and then it's just like, oh, the ongoing wars. Oh no.
Tough crowd.
Oh dear, I'm not read up on this.
So now look, the agency typically, now Shaun, this is the sad news, the agency typically euthanises so-called conflict bears.
That means kills, correct?
Correct, due to the significant risk they pose to the community. But Bear 64F, Hank the Tank, is no ordinary conflict bear, Shaun.
I'm sorry, he's got so much clout that he gets to avoid the death penalty.
Now, what you'll also know, Hank the Tank is actually a mother of 3 cubs, and the only reason that she was caught is because she had the 3 cubs in tow while trespassing last week on a property.
Oh my God, this lore is getting deeper.
And that kind of explains why Hank the Tank has not been around for the last year, because of course there gives birth, maybe takes a few months off from the old, robbing, thieving, trespassing, eventually comes out of retirement, brings the 3 cubs with them, and immediately gets arrested.
That's a tough return to work after maternity leave, isn't it? Just getting kicked in by the police. Yeah, bears are pregnant for about 7 months. That's mad.
Yeah, pretty good. And then hibernation as well, throw that in.
Only waking up now, Christmas or summertime. Yeah, makes sense that they would catch Hank now. She's distracted. She's not sleeping great these days, you know.
No, it's
all those night feeds.
All she can think about is the crimes. Can't wait to get back to crime.
Can't wait to get back to my business of crime.
So the public has come out to the defence of Hank the Tank, blaming the bear's behaviour on unsecured garbage cans. So it's actually their fault, the humans' fault. Isn't it always, Shaun? We have created the monster.
Maybe we're the virus, guys. It's just like, we're Lake Tahoe. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Now, Colorado Governor Jared Polis has unfortunately said the uncool thing out loud, because Jared has made a tweet and he said, "I welcome Henrietta the Tank now. Ha ha ha. Ho. Good one, Jared."
No. Jared, you could have... No. Hank can be a gender-neutral name.
I think Hank works. I think Hank the Tank is just too good. You can't change it.
Yeah, because Hank is like a nickname for Henry. So I get where he's putting too much effort into it, trying to be funny. You know, which is something we would never do.
The 3 male cubs who were tagged along will be relocated and rehabilitated. Apparently,
Rehabilitated? They're not crack babies.
They're not addicted to crime.
Like, they're just following their mother. Like, that's...
Well, actually, to be fair, what they say is they one day hope to be returned to the wild, having regained a fear of humans. What the fuck are they going to do to those bears?
Yeah, how do you make a bear afraid of you?
Are they going to Clockwork Orange those bears?
Just going to show them a load of videos of the horrors of man, like... Or just scroll through Twitter for 10 minutes, am I right?
Oh, lads. No, we're all going to die, to be fair. No,
yeah, no, really, it's a grim state of affairs.
Honestly, no, it's getting real bad. Yeah, no, me and you talk to the bears. No, seriously, no, lads. Honestly.
No, like, I deleted the weather app for my mental health.
We've all had fun and games, but half the place is on fire, lads, just to let you know, right? I know you're only a 6-month-old bear, and you don't understand what I'm saying here.
It's better you find out now, honestly.
Yeah, but we're letting you know now, just in case you go outside and you get fucking shocked.
That's it. Where do you live? The woods. Guess what that's made
on
of?
Fire. Wherever you are is on fire right now.
Terrible fucking news for you, lads. Jesus. Christopher Robin don't know what hit him.
So, after she was discovered, apparently they attached an ear tag and they collected her DNA. And so, what happened was, they originally, last year, they've got her at some stage. They immobilised Hank the Tank. And instead of, just capturing her, they collected her DNA, they attached an ear tag and affixed a satellite tracking collar onto her, because the devil you know is always better than the devil you don't. So maybe she'll lead them to the bigger gang, of course.
They turned Hank the Tank into a rat.
Yeah. The collar then slipped off 2 weeks later, but the data collected helped differentiate Bear 64F from an Earthside population numbering roughly 500 in the region. So
500 bears?
Yeah.
I mean, that's... Okay, Ireland right now, okay, what do we have? 4 or 5 million people? Still not back to famine levels. That's weird. But... How?
Such a weird nitpick.
I know. But it's not our fault.
It's actually a joke that nobody else will get internationally. I'm like, why is that funny? Doesn't make any sense. But we have rivalries and we have vendettas.
We have vendettas on the go. We're the only country in Europe whose population has not recovered to 1840 levels. That's weird that happened.
Is there anyone to blame that on? Or?
Josh, how long do you have? We're talking about bears here, Connor. My question about the bears is, how many bears do you think could take over Ireland right now?
4 probably.
If you let them loose, if you focus them all in Dublin, I feel 10 bears loose on Grafton Street.
Well, no, who's leading? Is Hank the leader?
Hank's the leader. Her 3 kids are grown up, and they each have independent little gangs.
And they all have characteristics depending on which one of them. There's an angry one, there's a smart one.
There's one that's really good at sleight of hand. Like, there's one that's a demolitions expert.
There's one that's a party dude.
Yeah, I see where you're going here. That's way better. What I was doing in Ocean's 11, you were doing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's tough. It's tough
to be fair, Cromwell's a fucking dickhead. If we're just going to start going...
if we're going back that... Oh my God. Look up Daniel O'Connell, right?
What a strange episode.
I don't know how we got there from...
What the fuck are they talking about?
Look, it'll all be discussed in the live show, believe you me.
We'll cover it all. Any questions you have, come to the Patreon listener hangout.
It's really going to be more of a seminar at this point.
At this point, it's just going to be us giving out to you, talking to you.
Yeah, finally, a rapturous audience that we can interact with.
Now, finally, for a rally. Let's go.
Get the bears.
I think if you got Hank, 3 children, and maybe 5 or more bears, I think you could take Ireland. I mean, what are we going to do?
I don't know how the country reacts to that. It would be another case of, oh, well, I guess this is just happening, and then the bears can just take over. It's fine. Of
course, this is happening. Only told
why not? Might as well. Fuck you.
By the way, one of the break-ins had Hank eating 2 gallons of ice cream in one trash can.
Well, who puts 2 gallons of ice cream into a trash can?
That's literally the question I was about to ask, is that they should be arrested. If you are rich enough that you were able to throw out 2 gallons of ice cream, you deserve to be eaten by a bear.
If you're buying ice cream by the gallon, you better be fucking willing to eat ice cream.
Yeah, did they buy 4 gallons? And they were like, oh, I can only have half. Who's bought 4 gallons of ice cream?
Buy 1 gallon, and if you finish that, then buy a 2nd gallon.
There's no way you finish 1 gallon in a sitting.
Not in a sitting, but yeah, like, you're getting it by a couple of scoops maybe out of the bowl. Like, God, I don't know.
A gallon is so much ice cream.
That's like what, 4 litres of ice cream?
Yeah.
Just like that. I can't. I would die eating that.
There's nobody that could eat 4 gallons of ice cream in one sitting.
How did it go? Why is it in the? It's ice. It's in the freezer. It's not going to go off.
It's not going to go off. Why would you throw out ice cream? Nobody's ever thrown out ice cream.
No. They've either finished it or let it melt and poured it down the sink.
Exactly. You never take ice cream out of the freezer and then go, you know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to throw it in the bin because it's gone off. The expiration date is gone. Yeah. It's in the freezer.
It's in the freezer. There's no fucking germs in it, lads.
It's ice cream.
If it goes off, it just becomes yogurt, let's be honest.
Yeah, actually, to be fair. The green bits are good for you, lad.
Oh, it's healthy. 'Tis healthy. Would you eat around the green bits on bread?
No, what are you talking about?
I know people that do that, and it's wild to me. Just, I don't want to name names because they might listen, but I know people that do that. I want
specific addresses.
I'll give you a list. I have a hit list, actually, so it kind of works out.
Cool. Would you pick around a bit of green bits in the jam? You know what I mean?
No, if I see green bits, maybe it's
gotta go.
Of me. It's got to go. What are we doing here? We're not working around.
I mean, I'm just going to buy another tub of jam for like a 150. Yeah.
I'm not that hard pressed for jam, I'll be honest. Like,
I've never been like, oh jeez, I'm going to die if I don't get jam.
Like, maybe if I'm stuck for a cup of tea, I'll take a risk on milk that's maybe a day gone, but not like...
But you're only putting a drop in, a tiny
only
bit.
A drop. You don't even taste it. It's just to change the colour.
I wouldn't go cereal with the got off milk there. That's another game altogether.
Oh, have you ever done it without looking and you've poured a bowl of cereal?
Yeah.
And then you realise...
I once made scrambled eggs, and then afterwards I was like, these eggs smell like shit.
Like less eggy and more like vomit.
Like I didn't eat them, but I was just like, there's a real big smell of shit in this kitchen.
Look, we're not going to get into scrambled eggs because you and I differ hugely.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of our biggest rivalries, of course. That's when the Independence War kicks in. That'll be what will be over.
that is the sides that will come down on. He uses milk and I just use eggs and butter over a low heat, stirring fairly constantly.
Nah, mate, nah. I don't have time. I don't have time to be stirring fairly constantly.
Right? You just boil them. You make one big fried egg is what you make.
Oh, I'm boiling one big giant egg and eating it. Lovely. There's nothing better than boiled eggs and soldiers. I'm going to die on that hill.
Oh,
I'd have that
boiled
all
eggs
day.
and soldiers. Absolutely unreal. Like, it's the first time I
had it when I was 7, and I never grew of it. If you give it to me now, I'll go, why don't I have this every day? And I don't. I have it like once every 6 months. But when I have it, I say, I should have this every day.
This is fucking good now. There's like, it's never bad. You know, like, what is there to fuck up? The bread's always the same. The egg's always the same.
You can overboil the egg. Fair play. But don't do that.
No, but like, you have a bit of sense. Like, use a timer. Yeah. We're in the future. Come on now.
3 minutes, lad. 3 minutes, you do it, do you grad?
Yeah. Do you salt the water when you boil an egg?
No, I salt the egg after I crack open the top, though.
It's a good move. It's a good move, sir.
That's the real game over moment. When you slice the top off the egg, tiny bit of salt on the top, you're laughing.
You're rewarded with the beautiful liquid golden yolk in the centre.
Oh, lad, don't talk to me. I'm having one after this, lad. I'm having one after this now that you said it. But we're moving on to our next weird news.
What a wild conversation whiplash, going from the famine to bears to what's your favourite egg.
This is all in the Patreon listener hangout that you can come to now. So, newly hired instructor crashes car into driving school.
Oh, it's a tough look, isn't it?
Tough day, first few days of the job. There's very few other jobs that could probably, you could fuck up this much. Maybe a pilot crashing into the airport, but a newly hired driving instructor was cited after they crashed their car into a driving school in Lakewood on Tuesday morning. Now, Shaun, I want you to find the image of this, because they didn't just crash the instructing car, they crashed their own car into the wall of the driving school, through the fucking window, and they took out the whole fucking wall. So they must have been driving incredibly quickly.
What the So sorry, they were not even like, oh, they were out working and there was an issue with the car and a crash.
Shaun, they were on their way to the work at 8:30 in the morning.
They didn't make it into the building. What? The side is cleaned out of the place.
They must have been doing like 70.
Were they late on their first day?
Shaun, it was their second day on the job, so not their first.
It's comically driven through the side of the building. It looks like, you see, the car stuck in the side of the building in Vegas or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's what is that, a Hyundai Tucson that they've crashed?
I would pay money for you to just say the names of brands and cars just in that voice.
I can do this all day.
A Dacia Sandero.
A Seat Ibiza.
So according to Steve Roman, owner of the community driving school, I thought he'd be more of a roar, but it was the driver's second day. It was the driver's second day on the job. They were going in for training on the classroom portion of the course when they crashed into the side of the building so hard they took the bricks out. So, Shaun, is there a better story of driving instructor drive straight into the side of the fucking centre?
I don't think so. Like, it's... Because on one hand, you've caused so much damage to the car, yourself, the building, all the rest of it. The reputational damage that you've caused to this driving test centre.
Not only you, but the driving school for hiring you. There's a lot of people that you've ruined all of their lives and your life if you ever wanted to be a driving instructor maybe forever. You went through 4 years of college, you did it all, did a load of courses, you're like, this is my first big day out. First day goes okay. I'm going in for my second day now. I'm going to be out on the road soon.
Yeah, like it's because... It's one thing if you crash as the student on a lesson. It's another thing if you crash as the instructor on a lesson. It's a whole nother level to crash as the instructor in your own car on the way to work.
Here's the thing, Shaun. Question.
Go for it.
Do they lose their job?
100% they lose. I think here's look, not even just in this scenario. If you drive a car through the side of your place of employment,
yeah,
I think you lose your job. I think that's guaranteed.
What if you're a stuntman?
Do you know what? If you're no, because stunts are very planned out in advance, I would say. You're not just saying, I might try something.
I'm a bit of a kamikaze stuntman, though. Like, I'm willing to try things just to show the kind of skills that I got.
You're kind of a method actor of stuntmen,
I'm a method actor of stunting, yeah.
Right. Isn't that just being clumsy?
I set myself on fire yesterday just to show the boss that I really meant business.
You did it at home, though, and no one was around.
I videotaped myself, though. I'm like, look what I can do.
You did it on video, on like VHS tape. You recorded yourself.
Yeah, VHS.
Sure, first of all, no one can play that. Second of all, it's probably infinitely damaged by the heat.
No, I was really close. Like, I insulated the place before I did it. Like, there was Christmas trees everywhere, like, blocking out the fucking fire.
Oh, heavens no. That's one of the most flammable. And I'm assuming these weren't fresh, like there wasn't still water in them. Bone dry trees, I'm imagining.
Well, obviously, I'm not going to get... Sure, it's fucking August, Shaun, now. Like, I'm not alluded... No, who's selling fresh trees? Like, I'm using last year's one and the year before that and the year before that. Kind of surround myself, set myself on fire. Boss, look what I can do.
You've been saving them up ready for this audition tape for a stuntman job you already have but want to convince your boss.
No, but I want to impress more. Like, I have the job, but I'm kind of like lower down, and I was like, I kind of want to skip a few because I really want to do the next Mission Impossible.
Right, okay, but he does all of his own stunts in that movie, you see.
I think I'll be the one to change his mind.
Really? You think you're going to talk him round? Look how much I can set myself and my building on fire.
Yeah, well, look, I don't need to live there if it means getting the job. Like, I'll move out. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll burn the whole place down. I live in an apartment block.
What's that film with the drums and Whiplash? What kind of Whiplash style stuntman scenario are you having here, where you'll give up everything for the opportunity for one big stunt?
The biggest stunt of all, Shaun. Life. That's what I'm going to put on my CV.
Whoa!
They're like, whoa! Fucking iron.
I get it now.
That's the end of my VHS tape. I hope they watch it.
If I was to send in a CV for a stuntman job, I would get a crash test dummy, print my face on it, and write my CV on the chest.
Of course you. And you'd fuck the crash test dummy through the window.
Oh, yeah. It's like safety glass, so it just bounces off.
I think with this scenario, I don't know if there's ever been a worse second day on the job. I'm sure there has been. Spotify asks us a question at the end of every episode. So if you've had a bad day at the job, or you started a job that was shit and you had a really terrible day, make a comment, write it, and let us know what job you did and what happened.
Yeah, like first, second, like just a bad day at work. Like they've definitely, everyone has one. This one is the worst I can think of in terms of lasting damage to your employability.
Shaun, we're going to finish off this week with Florida Man, because Florida Man, he didn't get up to any like major hijinks this week, but he did do a very funny Florida Man thing that caught my eye, because Florida Man throws spare tyre at car, then runs away.
Oh, at least it's the spare. He didn't sit down and start jacking up the car, taking off out the other four.
A man was arrested after throwing a tyre at someone on the I-75 on Saturday. That is the highway in America.
Oh, that's going fast.
So around 11:30 last week, Ernest Asamoah, 29, was driving a Mercedes-Benz when he stopped on the right shoulder. Asamoah allegedly got out of his car and then walked around his car, went to the trunk, or the boot, popped it open, and then took out the spare tyre, of course.
Unprompted.
And then waited another few minutes. And then a Dodge Challenger was driving past. And he just fucked the tyre as hard as he could at the Dodge Challenger. And then ran away on foot, leaving his car there.
Wow. That's a man looking to cause damage, I would say.
Just hijinks. Just trying to kill someone in the like most Looney Tunes way possible.
Because that is like, that would kill. Like a tyre going through your windscreen at 100 miles an hour. definitely dead.
Or you would veer out of the way and then hit someone else.
Yeah, like it's not good for anyone involved. The fact that he waited for a Dodge Challenger as well, it's like he was picking a target. Like that's serial killer type shit.
Like it's an assassin, but like the world's worst assassin.
Yeah, I'm just going to clumsily hope that you die from this weird event that I've set up.
The people also in the report say they watched him flee the scene, jump a fence, and then unsuccessfully get into a car on Three Oaks Parkway. I don't know what unsuccessfully gets into a car means, but does it assume he doesn't know how to use a door?
I would read it as he unsuccessfully got in. So he got into a car with someone in it, hoping to take the car, and they refused, and then he got out of the car.
And then he just like got arrested immediately.
Yeah, because he tried to Grand Theft Auto it, but that's a video game and not...
sorry, that's a video game.
Yeah, unlike most of our lives, which are real life.
Pretty good. I'm going to set myself on fire again.
No,
really
again,
impressed.
See, you're really coming back to that, aren't you?
Back to the fireworks factory, I say.
Oh no, I forgot he lived next door to the fireworks factory.
Asamoah was arrested and taken to the Lee County Jail, and he faces charges of throwing a deadly missile. Shaun, you're his lawyer. How do we get Florida Man out of this scrape?
Well, Your Honour, clearly it was a tyre that he threw and not a missile. So
technically you are wrong. Let's just get that out of the way.
This whole case should be thrown out.
That always goes down well. When you're like, Your Honour, you're a fucking idiot. You've worded this completely wrong.
You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like asking the jury, wouldn't we all like to finish early for the day?
Do you feel tired? Jury, do you? Huh? Well, I'll tell you now, Asamoah felt tired on that day, and the only way he could show it was through charades. He was actually playing charades with his friend.
He just happened to catch a tyre midway through trying to explain Final Destination, the film.
Which one?
One.
One is the plane, isn't it?
It is, yeah, sorry. What's the one with the log truck? Is that the one with the log truck?
2 is log truck, I think.
Okay. Then 2.
Is 2 the log truck or 3 the log truck? Hang on. Which one of them has also the bridge? And then there's the drift, not the drift cars, the NASCAR
That's
track.
3, isn't it? Is it 3?
Is that 3?
Log truck Final Destination is 2 is the log truck.
2, okay.
Yeah.
That's also the one with the 2 girls who go into the tanning booth, is it?
Yes, that is, I think. Okay. All of the Final Destinations blur together in my head because they're the same movie.
They're all the same movie, but they're all like they all have one scene or one kill that is so memorable. One of my favorite is the gymnastics one where like the one is moving around the nail constantly, and then she just like does a flip, gets hit with some powder in her face, and then like, snaps her whole body.
It's pretty grim. It is pretty rough. I've seen parodies, and it's just like people walking downstairs carrying a big box of scissors. It's just like, oh, okay.
A guy does get killed with a wrench in that movie. In
2?
The guy from Anchorman. What's the guy's name from Anchorman? He's the teacher in the bridge one. He gets hit with a wrench.
That's 5? Is that 5?
Is it called The Final Destination? Like
it's a wrench is forced into his head. Yeah. It's
yes.
It's Champ from Anchorman. Yeah. Fuck, that's a deep cut. Fair play.
That is a niche reference that was in my brain somehow.
Much like the wrench was in his brain.
To be fair, he didn't look well after, and he was dead.
It was rough. Yeah.
Shaun, I think that's it for this week's Weird News.
What a week! This has been like condensed ADHD, the Weird News episode.
I just think we've just been having a bit of fun, and I think that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's just us having a chat as friends.
If you've kept up with anything that we've been talking about, by the way, I'm proud of you. But also, could you give us a like and follow? Whatever. You don't have to like if you don't like it, but if you do like it, just give it a like. I don't mind.
Like if you made it this far, you're probably like more stuff that we do. Like, in fairness, We're an acquired taste, so if you're already here, fair play.
We're shit, but you might be an acquired taste of the shit.
We're shit, but we're repetitive, much like my 10-minute comedy routine. Brought it back. Comedy comes in threes.
The one thing we'll say about him, he's repetitive in that comedic routine.
It's the same thing over and over. Would you like me to take us out, Conor?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Thanks everyone for listening to this episode of Weird News. We will be back on Friday with Hero or Zero. Next week with another episode of Weird News Wednesdays. Next week also, big Patreon listener hangout, as we've mentioned a few times. Head on over to the Patreon, patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Any tier that you subscribe on over there gets you access, gets you an invite to that meeting. So it's just an automatic thing that'll happen. So you also get all the movie reviews and all the TV show reviews and everything that we do over there. And you also support the show, like the wonderful people that I'm about to name out, such as Róisín the Wife Palmer, Joe Burney, Ryan Komatsu, Dozer, Enthusiast, Evanson, secretly Ed Sheeran, Don't Tell Anyone, David Clarke, Shaun Chuck in the Wash and It'll Be Grand Jamieson, Dominic, Anna Irish Walrus Forever, Hjelmroos, Danny McLaughlin, Lordsmish, Michelle Browne, Michaela Doughty, Frost, Ed Ball, Conor and Lorraine. That's it. No, stop typing now. Let's keep it real simple for Sean's sake. Russ, lads, I need some kind of pick-me-up. I'm feeling real Parfitt. Jackson Brueheim thinks people should look up Can Columbo Crack the Case on YouTube because he worked really hard on it. Everyone look that up. Liz had a few too many on St. Paddy's Day and tipsily subscribed to the Patreon. Ciara Lawler and Abs Kebabs. Thank you everyone for the support. I really, really, really appreciate it. Head on over to Patreon if you want to support us over there. There is also a merch store, heroesforhire.ie/shop. Twitter is @heroesforhirepod, the 4 is the number 4. Facebook is Detective Divilment's discussion group. Instagram is Heroes for Hire Podcast. And the best way to ever help out the show is to tell one human being that we exist.
Just a one, please.
I think that's about it, Conor.
I think so. So I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Sean Ian.
We shall see you all next week, guys.